OrlandoMagic.com.
Hey, Cliff. What was the focus of your practice sessions today, and what did you guys work on as you prepare for Game 4?
Yeah, we did more. It's more obviously at this stage where we're playing. We're playing 24 hours. It's more teaching. Reviewing things. We went over some coverage mistakes that we made from last night. We watched some film on both offense and defense, and then we actually added a little bit of offense that we'll try to use tomorrow.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
I mean, I know obviously you have to deal with the schedule as it is, but, usually in a first round series, in the past couple of years, you've had couple days between games. Does the compressed schedule affect how you prepare or how much you can teach and install stuff to face the Bucs?
It's definitely tougher, even without the travel, because, again, we're going to play here in 24 hours, and we have some guys who played big minutes, and they'll need to again. And again, I would say this: I don't think there's any other way. This is the best way to do it, and they're in the same situation we are. But it's definitely, in terms of adding things, you can correct. Especially with a team like ours, our guys are smart. So, we have productive days. I thought their attitude was really good today. And but you can't, when you have those 2 days, that's when you can add offense to me.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, for Markelle, who's really seeing his first significant minutes in a playoff series, and going against a guy like Eric Bledsoe, who brings so much ball pressure, what are you telling him, and what could he do to really get himself going in this series?
Well, he played a terrific game one. He was very, very good in game two, and last night was they were terrific. He didn't get as many opportunities, and again, I mean, as a coach, that's also where. I've got to help him too. That's, as you communicate with players about what do they see. And there's a couple of things that we're going to try to do tomorrow that hopefully will get him a little bit more room.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon, Steve. How's Aaron Gordon doing? Is he continuing to make progress since yesterday?
Yeah, he's in there. Actually, as I came out here, he was in there loosening up, and they're going to try to do more today. So, again, it'll be the same thing. He'll work out today. He did a lot yesterday, and he felt better. And then we'll see how he feels when he gets up tomorrow morning.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Even though you've talked a lot about not turning the ball over, and obviously against a team that puts a lot of pressure on you in a lot of places, where are you seeing as the biggest cause of those turnovers, and what do you kind of do to maybe try to shore up those areas?
Yeah, their ball pressure, their passing lane pressure, they're really good defensively, obviously, and it's the easiest way to say it, I guess, would just be ball security. I know when you talk to football coaches, what do you talk to your quarterback about in terms of turnovers or the backs or the receivers when they catch the ball, and it's ball security. We've got to get shots. I told them this morning, if we took the 18 times we turned the ball over last night, which led directly to 25 points, and we just would have thrown the ball in the stands, at least then we could have run back and get our defense set. But the turnovers are crushing. And not only did they do a great job creating them last night, but they made us pay at the other end.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Just to follow up, Steve, is it just a case where it looks like a play is there, maybe in a certain sequence, and then the way the Bucs are able to close down those passing lanes or stuff like that, is that sort of what's contributing to it as well?
Yeah, well, they collapse for sure. I mean, they do a great job with that, and they're a help team. The tough one on that is that those are decisions, and actually that was part of the film session today. Is when you have a gap there or seam, and you're able to get into the teeth of their defense, that's where we have been able to, for 3 games, create open threes. When you don't do that and you're not able to penetrate, it's hard to get, any quality shots. They're so good in the paint and they're so good at the rim. But again, even the 3-point shooting, it starts with getting the ball in the paint. Penetration. That's the name of the game at every level of basketball.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, that leads into what I was going to ask. You. It looks like your team's drive and kick game was very much mitigated yesterday, or lessened yesterday. What steps can you take to help there?
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into specifics, but you're right in what you're saying, and the ball's got to hit the paint. I think you have to have multiple ways to do it. For us, the pick and rolls have been better than the other aspects. Vooch's post-ups have been good, but we have to continue to, find other ways that we can play offensively, and it's not easy. I mean, they're the best defensive team in the NBA for a reason. They're disciplined. They're long. They're very well coached. But again, there's always things that you can find, and we have the rest of the day here as a staff to try to figure things out also.
Go ahead, Josh, if you have a follow-up.
On a different subject, what are you seeing on your defensive board? It just seems like some of those second chance points are just total momentum killers or sappers.
I mean, loose rebounds, 50-50 balls. They were quicker to the ball last night. And, I thought the turnovers were a big key, obviously. I mean, we were -9 on the glass, and they had 14 fast break points. So, Giannis lived in the paint last night. He was great. And also, we weren't nearly as good as we had been before that. So, those are things that, we have to kind of, I would say, recommit to our help defense on he and Bledsoe, because when they're in the paint like they were last night, it just makes it hard.
Paul Casanova.
After having a chance to look at the tape yesterday, was there anything positive that you came out of that game?
I mean, we made 19 threes. I was, happy with the way that we played in the second half. We were much better. I mean, obviously, offensively, we're a lot better in the second half. And, it's just hard. We got to win the first quarter tomorrow. We can't play against a team as good as they are, always from behind. It puts so much pressure on you. And the other part is when you get running up and down the floor with them, they're just able to have those 6-0, 8-0 stretches. You get it to 10, you work hard, and all of a sudden it's 16 again. So as much as anything, we need to win the first quarter tomorrow.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
Kind of building off of that, as you look back at the first quarters, especially in games 2 and 3, what are you seeing as far as the kind of the shot quality? Is it a matter of just kind of getting the confidence and making some of those shots early to carry you through the rest of the game, or what are you seeing in the first quarters as far as shot quality?
Yeah, well, game 2 we had early turnovers, which hurt us. Yesterday, actually, I thought our shots early in the first quarter were good. Again, you're not going to get a lot of easy ones against them. We had some threes that didn't go down, but we played better offensively as the game went on. But we're going to have a readiness to start the game and a more offensive force to get the ball going towards the basket.
Okay, any final questions for Coach Clifford? Okay, we're good. Thank you so much.